You're a Thetan, a spirit that has that. You are a human.
So how come you didn't use the
Three
word human?
parts of man.
Well, why didn't you stay with human? Where did
Okay.
Thetan come from?
Because we use Thetan rather than spirit or soul. We didn't want to get it confused. Because with soul and spirit, there are different beliefs attached to it.
Right.
So in Scientology, we use the word Thetan, which means that which gives life.
Okay.
Better known as you.
Got it. I am Thetan. It's so hard. Every time I hear that, I think of like someone with a hair lip calling me Satan. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Yvette is the president of Canada's Church of Scientology, and there was a big article in the local paper, in the banner. Big fella there, not a big fella, some guy standing out by their location with a sign, you know, warning people that this is what's happening. And
I don't expect any protest, really.
Right. And at what level, let's say, you know, a rookie is number 1 and you're number 10, at what level do you kind of need to be at in order to come to this facility? Maybe a 6 or 7, something like that?
No. There's a state called clear, which means you have attained a state whereby you don't have your reactive mind, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about the actual center, what it's going to look like. Give me. You know, obviously we can't look at the model ourselves. So,
yeah.
But I've heard, and I've actually seen a sort of, I guess, maybe an architect's impression or whatever they do these days with computers on your website. And boy, it looks pretty fancy schmancy.
It's going to be fancy schmancy. Anybody who wants to come and experience Canada, you know, in all its different, in its 4 seasons, you know.
How many centers will there be around the world that are like this, similar to this?
Well, we have one in England, South Africa, Mexico, Los Angeles, Denmark, Australia, Canada, and then, of course, we have our Mecca in Florida.
Oh, I didn't know the Mecca was in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. So will it be very similar to those? You talked about 8, I think, in total. Will it be
That's
very
right.
similar to those, or will it be different in some way, other than the Canadian feel? The programming will be the same?
The programming will be the same, but the character given to the place will be different.
Right.
You know? Definitely going to have a Canadian flavor.
And you've had nobody contact you at all and say, look, we don't want you here?
No, we've had nothing of that. When people get to know us, so anybody who then comes and finds out what Scientology really is, what we're like, and we have so many social betterment activities that we get involved in and with others as well. Then we have our drug education, our literacy program. We have drug and criminal reform, mental health reform, and volunteer minister international disaster relief.
Yvette, I don't want anybody taking this soundbite the wrong way.
Okay.
I think you just said we have drugs.
Oh. No.
Okay.
We have drug education.
Because that would go against what Tom Cruise said. You know, he's not big on the psychiatric drugs.
No, he's not. Nor am I.
No.
But drug and criminal reform, we do have.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
How has it gone receiving official recognition as a religion in Canada? I know that's been a hard battle.
No, we're recognized as a religion. There's no doubt to the religiosity of Scientology. We're dealing with you as a spiritual being, not the body. Of course, you have a body, but you are the spiritual being.
But have you received that the federally registered charity for tax purposes?
We don't have charity as yet,
Okay.
but we'll get it.
Okay.
But we're recognized as a religion, without a doubt.
Right. Right.
No, we have the Bruce Trail that goes through our property that'll remain intact, unmoved, and it'll be accessible to all who want to walk it, right?
Right.
So it's...
So you're telling me that if me being nobody, not me being Drew Marshal, well, hold on, I am nobody, but, we already know each other, right? So if person X drives into your property and says, hey, I heard Scientology folks are here, can I have a look around? There'd be no problem.
No.
It must be, I guess, almost exhausting and frustrating for you to constantly have to battle against negative press.
Right. Yeah, it's not pleasant because what I find with the press people who come to us with already their story is written, really. So they're not interested in really finding out what you are, who you are, and what you do. They really are not. And I had talked to somebody from CBC fairly high up, and I basically asked him, I said, are you interested in the truth? He flat out said no.
Really?
That's right. So I thought, okay, it's obvious, actually.
Yeah.
Because they do not. You know, I've never seen some of these media, the supposed, I don't know, investigative type reporting. It's not investigation. It's ridiculous. It's yellow journalism is what it is at its best, you know.
How has it been in Canada ever since, remember the big raid in the early 80s where people, Scientologists were convicted of doing bad stuff? Mm-hmm. How has it been recovering from that PR nightmare?
Very well. We have, because I was a handful that did that. I've been in Scientology since 1968, mm-hmm. and I've seen things done sometimes that is not Scientology. You have to be able to look at it and say, well, that is not what our founder said to do. So those who did anything that was not okay, well, they've had to pay the price.
Well, here's the quote. The article mentioned how the faith, which boasts celebrity followers like Tom Cruise, John Travolta, is often accused of exploiting its followers for financial gain and criticized for its controversial beliefs, mm-hmm. including its public rejection of psychiatry. Now, mm-hmm. let's go back on that for a second. Often accused of exploiting its followers for financial gain. Mm-hmm. Have you been to a Pentecostal church lately?
I haven't been to a Pentecostal church, but I don't think we're any different than other churches.
See, this is a thing I think we've got to look. Obviously, I'm not trying to get all crazy kumbaya on us here, because Yvette, you and I have foundational differences in beliefs. I don't believe certain things that you believe, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. But I'm still coming to your shindig tonight.
I know. That's awesome.
What is going on tonight, by the way?
It's the founder, L. Ron Hubbard. It's his 100th anniversary.
And will he be there?
No.
Now, come on, you know what I mean.
In spirit.
Okay.
You're funny.
So who's coming to this event, other than, big people like me?
Well, their old Chief Armin LaBarge, well, he's now the retired Chief of Police for York Region. Mm-hmm. And is
he a Scientologist?
No.
Okay, so they're just community supporters.
That's right. We work together. We work a lot with the York Regional Police. We work a lot with the Toronto Police.
What did you think about that article in the New Yorker that Paul Haggis did? Paul did an interview in New Yorker magazine and was talking about, I guess, if I understand things right, he did a split. He was a longtime member, 30 years or something like that, but he split from Scientology because somebody up in the uppity-ups in Scientology disagreed with Prop 8, which Prop 8, I think, was allowing same-sex marriage in California, correct?
Right.
And he wasn't happy about that, so he split?
Yeah, I guess so. That's the reason he gave.
Right.
You have a right. I have friends that are gay, just so you know. I love them, and they're Scientologists, and I have not seen that to be a problem.
But see, this might be news for some Christians, that mm-hmm. Scientologists don't agree with same-sex marriage? Or the organization?
We don't get into that particular aspect of it because that gets political.
Right.
But if somebody who's gay who wants to come into the Church of Scientology and get some help, they can get help just like everybody else. It is a human right. We don't get into the political aspect of it all because there is a political aspect to it.
Right.
Okay.
But I guess this leader from Scientology did get into the political aspect of it by supporting.
Right.
The against same-sex marriage Prop 8 situation. So,
right.
I guess that was probably an unfortunate move. Is that how you look at it?
That's right. It was not. It's not. That doesn't mean that it's now the entire church, and that's our stand.
Right.
Because we do believe in human rights first and foremost.
Are you going to hire people from Orangeville to help out at the facility, or are they all sort of your own people?
Well, they're Scientologists who join a particular organization that deals that, it's not quite the average Scientologist, really. Mm-hmm. We do take a vow. So.
No, but I mean, are you going to be like cleaning staff or grounds people or whatever to take care of the new facility in Hockley Valley? Or will that be just regular community people, offering jobs, or do they need to be Scientologists to work there?
It'll be our own people.
Your own people,
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we won't have a lot of business created for the community around us, because it will bring a lot of people in. There'll be people that'll want to go skiing if they come in the winter time, and so on.
Right.
So it'll attract a lot of people.
So when Tom comes, I could maybe take him out for a pint?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will make sure you do.
Yvette?
With Hitler, he was totally evil. And if you look at his actions, he went against him. Like, basically, you don't feel... How can I describe it? He couldn't have felt good about himself. He was nuts. He was insane. He was also a psychiatric patient himself. And psychiatry was, to some degree, behind the creation of Hitler. And Hitler did things against mankind that are so outrageous. Nobody can say that that is good or that he would even think that would be good. He did it because he had evil intentions.
Okay. All right. I just want to ask a couple more questions. And we got to have you back again. The time just absolutely flew by. Would you be open to coming back?
I would love.
Oh, that'd be great, Yvette. Thank you. Here are some things that came out in the little bit of research that I did. Can you explain to me the word interbulate?
Okay.
Because I looked that up and it said that L. Ron Hubbard, that was his word. He came up with that word.
It is.
What does that mean?
Well, if you look at turbulence...
I also saw a video where 3 Scientologists said, no, L. Ron Hubbard did not come up with that word. So I need some facts on this.
Well, I don't know if from what I know, yes, it was a coined word, so to speak, where we take it from, and turbulation means to cause turbulence in someone, to cause upset in that individual. And that's where turbulation comes from. That's what it means.
Well, there's other words that describe that, so why a new word? I just, there's part of me that goes, do we not have words to describe that?
Yeah, we do. But I think in turbulation, it's more precise. Mr. Hubbard was very precise in his writings, and he found...
Got that from the Navy. Very precise.
That's right.
What do the names Stacy Brooks and Bob Minton mean? Those names kept coming up in different articles that I was reading. What are those? Who are they?
They're detractors.
What's a detractor? Someone that was in and has left and said, na.
Yeah. I think from what I know, they were in it more for the money. How much could they get? That was their intention mainly. Right. Rather than, because everybody has the idea that the church, has a deep pocket, so let's see what money we can make, It's, because she could have at any time sorted out her situation without doing what she did. So I'm very familiar with her. And Bob Minton, he's just an idiot. I don't know what to say. He's an idiot.
All right. Well, we got a few of those in our group as well. So.
Yep, we all do.
Usually I'm labeled the one like that. All right. Well, listen, we've completely run out of time, and there's so many